Here we go. Talking about books because I can. I actually haven't done too many books. There's not going to be too many in here because I have decided to read big books. So I haven't gotten through as many, and I'm currently reading a really big book also. So it's kind of caused a few problems. But the first one on my list is Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. Anyone who has seen any of these videos know that I really like Jane Austen's books, absolutely love them, and that there was two of her books I haven't read yet, one of which was Mansfield Park. So I finally got the physical copy, finally sat down and read it, and I enjoyed it for the most part. I did find it a little bit less of a romance and more of a slice of life. There is romance in it. The main star does get married by the end of the book, or engaged by the end of the book. But for the most part, I actually found it to be more of a slice of life than a full-on romance like her other books. That said, I did still really enjoy it. I rated it a 3 stars. So not my absolute favorite of her books, but I still really liked it, really enjoyed it, and will keep the physical copy. Let's see. The next one on my list is Hello Universe. I don't know who. Let me look it up real quick and I'll tell you who. Erin Kelly. It's a middle school book. It was a short read. It was really cute. It kind of follows a handful of kids in a neighborhood and the one day on how they all met. Basically, they all collectively ended up meeting at the same place, same time, and it's a little middle school coming of age almost type story. I really enjoyed it. It was cute. It was a quick read. It was adorable. Do go read it. I rated that one a 4-star. So, oh, I always forget to do this part too. As always, there is no rhyme and reason to the star system. When I write it down in the notebook, I mark down what star I feel like. The star rating does change occasionally. Sometimes I tack it down or tack it up when I do these videos because over time my opinion of things do change. Okay, speaking of which, this one, I did change my star rating from what I wrote down. This is Falling by T.J. Newman. This is a action book. I've never read anything from this guy before. Or girl, I don't know which one it is. I haven't read, and so I read this one. The general setup of it was pretty cool. The idea is a pilot gets on an airplane and then finds out that his family is being held hostage, and he has to either down the airplane, crash it, or his family gets killed, and the whole book is following that. For the most part, I really did enjoy it. I really liked the action parts, jumping around. We did jump between like his point of view, the bad guy's point of views, the FBI's point of views. It's an action thriller book, so we jumped around everyone's point of views, and I did really enjoy it for the most part. I didn't care for the ending. I don't like what the book is implying. I don't like that it came off as, to me, it came off as almost a pro-terrorist, kind of. I don't think it was supposed to be pro-terrorist. I don't think it is pro-terrorist, but I don't know if I could say that word on YouTube. But it came very close to being so, in my opinion. So even though I wrote a 4-star in my notebook, I'm actually going to tack it down to a 3-star. I don't plan on keeping this book because I didn't care for the ending. In a lot of ways, didn't really care for the ending. But yeah, so that one I'm not going to keep. Let's see. The next one is a reread. I reread Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. No real reason why. I just wanted to. I really like the Narnia series. I grew up with reading all 6 books. Really like them. So I wanted to sit down and reread this one. I rated it a 4-star because it's not my favorite Narnia book. I think my favorite Narnia book is probably Horse and the Boy. I don't know though. Voyage of the Dawn Treader is really good too. Maybe, I think it might be Voyage of the Dawn Treader. But anyways, love the Narnia series. Wanted to reread these, so I reread that one. Let's see, the next one I don't have a physical copy for. I read this one on the Kindle site. The Kindle site? The library site. I read library ebooks, because I can. Let me pull this one up so I can get the right author, because I really enjoyed this one. Nope. Oh, okay. So this one was Healing Hearts by Sarah M. Eden. Now, this author, I have not read any books for before this one, but it was recommended to me by a friend. We both kind of have the same view when it comes to romances, wanting to read romances, but also wanting to not read spicy romances, things that keep them very PG. So she actually, recommended this author. One of her other books she actually recommended, but that book is on loan on the library site, so I haven't been able to read it yet. But this one wasn't. This one was available for me to read immediately, so I read this one and really, really enjoyed it. We follow our two main stars. One of them is a doctor in a small Midwestern town. It's a Western story, cowboys type story. He is a doctor in a Western town. He is looking for a nurse or looking for a wife, preferably that has nursing experience. Our main star is a nurse and comes to help him with the nursing and doesn't realize she accidentally signed up to be his wife. That's how the book starts. The first chapter is that, the two of them kind of meeting, him with the expectation that he's going to marry her, her with the expectation of just getting a job. Things don't go according to plan, obviously, and the whole book kind of just follows the two of them as they go through their different problems. There's a little bit of a mystery in this book that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the author's writing when it came to the storyline itself as well, and the romance was really, really adorable. So I do plan on reading her other books. Stay tuned for me reviewing those, because I do want to read some of her other books, including her famous one, Seeking Persephone is her famous one that just got a movie, I believe, or got a movie a couple years ago. I really want to read that one, but again, it's been on, I can't get it on the library site yet. So I do want to read that one, and I'm going to read other ones of hers because I really enjoyed this one. It was sweet. There was a little bit of mystery. I liked the characters. It was good. I really liked that one. I really liked that one. So, okay. I was like, hey, I only got one more book, but I got 3 more books in my stack. That's because I'm going to do some honorable mentions. The next book, and I just finished this one. This one is also a reread. This has been on my my shelf for a minute. This is A Love for Delicious by Cynthia Hickey? Yep, that's right. Now, I read this book a little while ago, a couple years ago, and I remember really liking it. It's another Western romance. This one having to do the Oregon Trail. We follow a girl, recently widowed. She's got a bunch of kids. She's on the Oregon Trail. Her late husband's brother is the wagon train master. They end up with each other by the end of the book. When I first read it, I remember really, really enjoying it. Ended up on my bookshelf for years. I've reread it recently, and I didn't care for it as much this time through. I rated this one only a 3 stars. I don't know if I said how much I rated Healing Hearts. That was like a 4-star book, by the way. Healing Hearts, loved that book. Anyways, this one I did about a 3-star. It was okay, but I don't know why, but our main character was really beginning to annoy me by the end of this book, because she makes the dumbest decision. She gets into every scrape imaginable, every bad scenario imaginable, but then comes out fine. I guess that's not entirely true. She does get hurt, she does get injured, but nothing bad actually happens to her. So it's very much so, it got annoying at quite a few points where it's just like, this is ridiculous how much scrape she gets into, and she like basically walks away. So I get really annoyed at her multiple times in the book. Didn't care for it nearly as much this time through as I did previously. Now, again, not as many books as I have in the past, but that's because I've been reading big books. This one's a pretty decently sized, and this one's pretty decently sized. And again, the book I'm currently reading is even bigger than this one. It's a very big book. I am enjoying it at the moment, but it's a very big book. So I haven't had a chance to read as many books as I normally do. My movie list is going to be longer because I've had more of a chance to do that, which I'll explain in my movie video. But that said, I did want to do 2 honorable shout outs. These are not books that I was reading by myself. These are books that my family as a whole has been reading, and I really, really enjoyed both of these, weirdly enough, that I wanted to talk about both of these, and I wanted to give them a shout out. The first one, we haven't started this one yet. This is like the third one in the series, but the Wing Feather Saga. We've read 2 of the books in this series so far. We're fixing to start this one. This is the 3rd one in the series. This is by, I'm gonna make sure I get the author right, because these books, this is Andrew Peterson. Andrew Peterson, The Wing Feather Saga. Love this book. Love these books. They're fantasy. They have adventure. It is a kid's book, but it's not a dumbed down kid's book. Does that make sense? Like, they are like kid novels, but the things that happen in the book are very, like, there's real risks at stake. There's real things that happen. The bad guys are bad guys, which is a personal pet peeve of mine when bad guys aren't, bad guys. But they are in this book. It's fantasy. There's adventure. I don't know how to quite explain what the plot is. The whole plot follows a family in a fantasy country, kingdom, world, planet that is overrun by things, bad people, and we're following this family that are involved in all of this, in the middle of this. Again, we're just fixing to start the 3rd book. It is a really cool read. Again, adventure, family, stakes, bad guys. We had Zaro. He wasn't Zaro, but Zaro showed up recently, and that was kind of funny. But really like this. And then I don't know how I want to word this. It also has the underlining of Christianity in it, which is really cool. Not as obvious as Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobe has, but the author is a Christian. And the books do have just like the slightest like underlining of that in it. So I really like these books. It's really, really cool. There's a lot of adventure. I can't wait till we get into this book and figure out what happens next, because we've gotten to some like I don't know how many books are in the saga. I have no idea how many books there are, but I am so excited to find out what happens. We are like in the middle of a lot of things at the moment, and oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. I'm gonna put that one in this one. And then this book, I think, is also supposed to be a kid's book, but I would be hesitant reading this one with really young ones. This one, where it touches on like some heavy subjects, I think that it handles it in a very delicate way that like younger audience, like 8-9-year-olds would probably be pretty good with it. This one, I would wait until they're closer to a preteen age, because this series, I really like the series, but the series does get a little graphic during the war and the battle scenes. So do take that with a bit of grain of salt, depending on how well your kids can handle that. But we just finished the first series, or the first prophecy of this series, and it's the Wing of Fire series. There's a bunch of books. They're still being written. There's a lot of them. We only have the first set, the first 5 books. So we've read through all of them now. And I actually really enjoyed this, which surprised me, because I thought the graphic scenes and stuff were going to get to me. I don't really care for a lot of that, especially in my books, especially in my younger adult books. But it didn't bother me too much in this one, which is pretty cool. But I do want to put that warning out there that it does have some, like, they do graphic descriptions for some of the killings, and well, most of the killings, so do take that with a grain of salt. But that said, I did really enjoy this. I loved the world building. I loved that, again, that the bad guys were bad guys, and that there were stakes involved, that there was consequences, which not all stories need to have consequences, but it really does help sometimes, you know what I mean? So I really enjoyed this. I can't wait till we can get the other books in the series. There's a lot of them apparently, so I'm told. But I really liked the world building, and that was the main thing about this. These series I enjoyed was the world building, like the different kinds of dragons, the different kind of worlds. It was really cool, and I really enjoyed that. So those are my 2 honorable mentions. I haven't read them. They're not on my personal list on how I read, but they are 2 series that I would highly recommend to people to read, because I did really, really enjoy. We're enjoying this one, and really enjoyed this one. So those are the books I've read. Those are what I've been up to recently. Hopefully I can start getting some shorter books and making this video longer, but don't hold your breath on that, because again, I'm reading a big book and it's going to take me a while to get through. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. So I'll see you in the next one.